In this demo, I'm going to walk through how our customers use us for storing continuous emissions monitoring methane emissions data as well as flyover data for the purpose of doing analysis against their bottoms up emissions inventory analysis. Now, many of the companies that we work with don't just rely on their bottoms up emissions inventory, they also look at alternative methane monitoring programs such as continuous monitors and flyovers. So today I'm going to be showing you how exactly all of this data comes into one platform and how you could use it for analysis. But first, I want to walk through how this data is ingested and stored so that you get an understanding of what sort of analysis you can do with it. So for continuous emissions monitors, these exist as what we call devices, and I'm going to take a look at a emissions sensor. And then what we are able to do is take the quantified emissions from sensor providers and bring it into the product. As kind of shown here, we're plotting out our massive emission as seen by this monitoring device at a specific facility. And what we can do now that this information is now stored within Validere is to trend and analyze it against our bottoms up emissions inventory. So for that, I'm going to go to our dashboards and I'm going to scroll down to our SEMS analysis dashboard. So again, this is an example of analysis that we have done for our customers where we are comparing our bottoms up emissions inventory versus the emissions that we saw from continuous emissions monitors. And what this allows us to do is see which facilities are seeing relatively the same number or which facilities are off, which could give us additional data point to go and do further analysis about why these two numbers are different. Next, I want to talk about flyovers. So for many of our customers who do have providers that do flyovers, this flyover information can be brought into Validere using the flyover methane data submission. So here what we tend to do is that you would fill in an import template and upload it, and then each flyover that has been conducted gets a record that it has been completed and the information that was gathered from that flyover. So with this information now brought into the product, again, we can use our dashboarding tool to do a comparative analysis and see how our flyover data compares against our quantified emissions. So here, this flyover data analysis, we have some data visualizations that trend the raw data as well as overlaid on a map here. So this again proves to be super useful for our customers who want a one-stop solution for storing all of this data that they need for their emissions management programs, as well as being able to do analysis to break down what exactly is going out in the field and what sort of actions do I need to take.